Hello everyone, welcome to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update. Today we bring you very important news from South Sudan, and before we proceed with this latest information, I would like you to subscribe to Changfied YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell. Well, the United Nations said it is closely monitoring the trial of the South Sudan suspended first Vice President Dr. Machar. We will explain what this means, the latest development in Juba, and why this trial raising questions. We'll also discuss the role of the Norway army, who many believe are wrongly blamed and instead are defending their people from government attack. Finally, we'll talk about 5 major dangers that could take South Sudan back into civil war and how these dangers can be avoided. Please stay with us until the end of this report. On Monday, the United Nations made a statement about the trial of Dr. Machar. In New York, UN spokesperson Stephanie reporters say that the UN is watching closely as Machar and several of his allies appear in a special court in Juba. Dujarric said the UN mission in South Sudan, also called UNMISS, is monitoring development. He reminded everyone that the judicial process must respect international standards. That means it must be fair, transparent, and respect human rights. Why is this important though? Because South Sudan justice system has often been accused of being political. Many fear that this trial is not just about law, but about silencing the opposition. Remember, Dr. Machar is not only a politician, he is a key figure in the 2010 peace agreement that ended years of blood civil war. That deal created a fragile coalition government between Machar and President Salva Kiir. If Machar is removed unfairly, it could destroy the little trust left in the peace process. The trial began in Juba on Monday morning under very heavy security force that filled the area around the court. This shows how sensitive the case is. Everyone is watching: the government, the opposition, the international community, and the ordinary citizen. Machar defense lawyer Gary Raimondo Lege say the court itself is unconstitutional and unlawful. He argued that Dr. Machar still has immunity as first vice president under the peace agreement, but the government, through its prosecutor Ajo On Oisa Igele, rejected this argument and called the defense weak. The charges are serious: murder, treason, and crime against humanity. The government claimed Machar and his ally were behind attack in Nasser County, Upper Nile State earlier this year. But here is the truth that many Nuer community leaders and SPLM-IU are saying. These accusations are false. The Norway army is not an attacking force. They are young men protecting their village, their families, and their people. The White Army did not march to fight the government. Instead, it was government troops who entered Nuer areas, killing civilians and displacing families. The White Army only defended themselves and their people when the government forced war upon them. So when the government forced their war upon them, they pick guns and then fight the government. So when the government blamed Machar and the White Army, many see it as a political move, a way to weaken the opposition and for the Nuer people to surrender. At the same time, the UN say it is also verifying a report of fresh clash in Nasser County between government troop army use. There are reports of casualties. This shows the situation is very tense. The trial is not just about one man in court, it is about the future of South Sudan. If the trial is unfair, if the White Army continue to be attacked, it could take the country back to instability. Now let us look into fighting that could take South Sudan back to civil war and how to avoid them in South Sudan. Peace in South Sudan is fragile right now. People fear that the country could return to full civil war. Let us look at 5 main dangers that could lead back to war and how they can be avoided. Number 1, unfair political trial. If trials like Machar are used to remove political opponents, it creates anger and mistrust. People will feel justice is being used as a weapon. How to avoid this though? Trial must be fair, transparent, and not political. Leaders must respect the law and allow due process. Second, ethnic division and hate speech. The biggest one in South Sudan is division between ethnic groups, especially between Dinka and Nuer. When leaders use a tribal, or when leaders use tribe as a political weapon, it fuels hatred. Leaders must promote unity, not division. The people of South Sudan must see themselves as one nation, not divided communities. Third, failure to implement the peace agreement. The 2018 peace agreement promised reform, a new constitution, and unified force, but progress has been slow and promises remain broken. If agreements are not kept, war can return. The government and opposition must honor every part of the peace deal. Deadline must be met, and the international community should keep pressure on leaders to deliver. Number 4 is oil and resources competition. South Sudan economy depends on oil. Control of oil field has often caused fighting. If communities feel excluded from oil benefit, they may take up arms. Oil money must be shared fairly. It must be used to provide school, hospital, and service for citizens, not just enrich leaders. Number 5 is the White Army and local defense forces. Many blame local defense forces like the Nuer White Army for violence, but the truth is different. The Nuer White Army is not starting war. They are protecting their people from government attack. When government soldiers enter Nuer's villages, burn homes, and kill civilians, the White Army rise to defend them. The real danger is the government trying to force them to surrender through military campaign. This cycle of attack and defense can drag the country back to full war. The government must stop using force against these communities and instead open dialogue, respect the right of communities to defend their life, and seek peaceful disarmament that protect everyone equally. South Sudan is at a crossroad right now. If leaders continue to use the court and the army as a tool of politics, the people will suffer again. But if leaders choose fairness, unity, and respect for all communities, the country can finally move forward. The people of South Sudan are tired of war. They want peace, they want development, and they want their children to grow up in safety. That future is possible if leaders put the people first. Nedi ala kona liankarwaje me akan kono nyami jirami jidit. Kenyam ku subscribe, try notification bell ko misha taka misha la rigwas mi besho amala shubikiji. Gor jeno de subscribe ko beler kono tuo keten lianka gwada mi beken sho amala shubikiji ka Changfied YouTube channel. Jo ban lingwas me kenyam. Jo Machar gor UN. UN monitoring Machar court proceeding. Alaji UN keneka gwich look down look at Dr. Machar. Kje lati ji United Nation chikara jikana la wonena. Kan look at Rick Machar gwine. Need to call into New York. Chi UN spokesperson win Michel Stephen Dujarric chelada wonena. Ajanji UN we can look at Dr. Machar. Kan ne diala kontin take care. The jaw mocha jalat. Akani chikene nen chike chop ka court ke chaka took a look. Chi Dujarric chelaro nene. Ajani UN mission mentere wiki South Sudan. Menchal ke unimis. Akane kuken mentuo kuken monitor. Chol kene dialo nene. Nere kontin la tin lat ke look in it in kontin la jilo la judges. Ke judicial process you can go and go ladaje kalwa the do badan and la ngala kalat keje lo the do ben la international standard lakin nke la kana lat keje munyono di walu ko mo bateka ferry alo bala fair ke bala transparent no ba ne dial ba ka par ka ba human right ba je dillo charan cha be kep kam don kan la so ngubum na me ka jama tama malat kanma o ngai kan wona na South Sudan gwa luong mo loka ngaktin ngai kan no gwa mishegwa la ya loka ka lung mishajen ko dong ba jo nan ko kwa doi niji ne to konti la opposition party kwa la doi ne ka pin ano ke lat ke je ko chikarin binyo ko mije karodien ke de ko lar no lat le bongrej ko cha gor no bidak Machar no ba compete ka do badana lat ke South Sudan ke je ngai jen wona ne ji wem lat ken no reng Machar no gwi ken lugo dan loka je ka ke very important ko ngai ken reng Machar chi politician ne jen karwada jen find aram kel mi chi peace agreement ke 2018 che je tan so tam mi che to go no chi kir no shelo gor no be reng Machar be jen an ka court ke be je yen wana me be men chal ke civil war ke kormidit be jen no ngai wi ka South Sudan ka cha je gor no te kormide to so gor jeno en deal dan ke me cha yapin kir ke reng Machar la 2018 peace agreement de kana de laslet ko cha gu jeno en wo brand bi wuch anyok chi right ko do brand chi reng Machar chi kan wo ke je men cha wo ke je kir me yadit no ka ngade de ka position la first by president one me kan shi fair ki tel permiten kan Machar cha je de wo ko di me cha reng Machar cha je wo nyu de jeno chi mala mo che je ka bu korbo loiten ci ko ngaje no cha luk cha to ka je lat chang jan dang rawi de ro ka pai bang ma ron kin dang ro jan dang ro dich rewi ke juba cha tienga security keliu de keliu cha godi al che ga chop ko wi ken no dong tem de to so nyu de jen wo ne me ala court case dung dak Machar a very important ke international community amenity india tin konente re which ka juba ke ka South Sudan so mi chikana me le ro den tama minyo den wona ne mukume mukan dak Machar kan luka je ka do mi shajen wa gu jeno be kormo ba woniam Machar defend lawyer netin konin chunke reng Machar udi chalke gere Ramondo lege jala do wona ne ajene en do badanan men lokering Machar ke je ijene unconstitutional ajene chetrei ngoni manana chagor ajene an lew fulba chete ka ngot ke bo ngon manana chagor ajene teleje jen Dr. Machar jen take a bomb ke take immunity la first by president ka do be dana cha mal cha ta ke je koron kin dang rol badak cha je de ben woje teme no ka teleje ka agreement dana cha ta jen ba 2018 peace agreement ba je de respected ke ba je lot dindo sikum marwa ke kin ma yadit ne de konti la prosecutor ke ne de kono ga ke Dr. Machar un michal ke ajo on o isa lege igele ajene chemiche na me chaje reject an argument me ajene to na me chi top ring Machar mazo de je watch ko che dwer che dwer ka jene te ka constitution chai jogo no yen gwaye we are no ngaje in a written format ndo banana go ring Machar ka je jene kwa lukwa ila kapchonga Japan antama dio je baje continue wale ka change ndangro wi de jok ka pay bangwa ron kin dangro jandangro dich bigam ndan le rod bikana kullat kan charges ke do branan cha Dr. Machar cha je gwain ke je cha gwain ke murder wajen cha na che kaluch cha gwain ke treason nyu de no tama Reng Machar che kume cha je de kep ko bom ban ngai ko na kach tele kume cha kep ko rewi ke juba ko treason wojin mi chi gorno dong der wi dire kep ko bom so kajena mo anyok cha nyo go ni ka crime against humanity eno cha na che gandak man yam crime against humanity janene alami chi den chi ga jien eno shikan civilian jikan ko ne shirme cha ala da kan dini SSPD abre we kan nasir chi ga jien jikan na wona ba ka kulite ka crime against humanity but ne de ti mi ka de ni nyenyo cha ka tika so kore da ne le rode cha ne de ko la civilian cha kan nak lan wari ban ngore ne men ban ko jika ta ndana ba lu ba je lu ga je we woniam ko joje long so ko kuje mo ala government dun kirma yadi tikala no Dr. Machar eto ijara mandan en jok norway army en yen nyenye ke SSPDF ka Nasir County ka Penal State ka jen paidoke dan baduno lenga je jena mela tok genene mande kono ngai kono no nuerdi al chicken mission me chicken nok manana chala de kume kirma yadit ken na me chi tok men ku mes fila yo ben chikan lar no ken man latke e kach netin kondila nwerwai ami ken de la gangan rodien mi chikan guje no miet keke ke daka dorien aken ke ngane nwari de la gangan ne dorken gankan hoken gankan gat ken ko shaka benang jenta dan ditin no anyok en nwerwai ami ken ke jiena biken kuma biken omak dorken ko na tigitin kuma jen beo ko nwerwai ami ke je ga nwari ko gleben yarna dorien ke na kana dorken ko na tigitin tigra nasar don nwari but chiga ben ko biken nwari biken belel biken ka benak so next civilian re week nasar namo ajene kume dan ko je triggered ko shan kana da jega lunkan de ne SSPD ko jowo dan chalat so nwerwai ami wa pankien shikan gang narodian but gang ken ni family ni ken so jen dan de tinamo so ke ngene te gang karodian ka ta dana cha dor ken cha ka ben gorga jen wo ba ka dak chirme shanen cha nasir cha na juitin no chicken wi ba chicken ga wang no ka juit kanare dor tin kontu tin nasir ke liu teram ditin tama tin kan de ni ke kin mi yadit aw kam e ku metere me de lor wejo atele civilian re wuch dio je cheler no mone so ci ji wan ci kala do ne akanete ga mi ci kana ngaje no ci de ni SSPD abone you are report men no ci kana ngaje no cha na cha nyok kam na ka ke ano kana sara nyok ka bure be ci ka report ci kan jig dio report cha nen cha jelin ano cha nor wa mi cha kan ni la civilian te gang na dor ken cha na ga kuma so ci ji wan ci ka report mo ci kana lat so and look doctor Machar me ci lung very simple ci dung rek Machar karwad badawo be South Sudan be tekamal ko mu wai lugu jek den be South Sudan che be tekamal me no gwadi ati jore so mi cheden me da gwa an wode yena ngai ate ke dub dang de te goro de ko na ngai ka do badana dong ci korche de to ko jere wech ka South Sudan you know ko tem ngai ko no wokon ka civil war ka South Sudan alo tlat ko rodiente wokene jeka tam shit ka to be dan ci korche to ko je ka 2013 to ko math ale che ba kap chong ba che wewe jena nang run di run bakal run baro ga wonyam larje no ko run dang de ko ne ka 2010 cha mal cha je betan so mi chigana me ngoda ba ke 2016 me amal cha tan batel mi gwa mi chiro de lat men yam do be me mu loka dakra Machar ka jemene cha mal cha je benong na me ba jang no kori ka wonyam mu let kana lo bi ka ring Machar bi kana woch ano re kuma ka na mene be gag be jenong betel ngata be jenong you know ka betel tu ko be jenong ena mene benat beken ka kamratin abna be yet ka jamu te chalet agwa akin ma yadi la luga me bele la mutika pair be yika fair be yika transparent ka chaje benang ka politic chirgo kam jane kan wari chikane belel ka do mo kana lele no birek batok so ko kuje mone bu gorga jeno chin mi jiega me che beto gorga jeno biken ti dial biken ga dilele la perka mi lo ka ring Machar even kirbone baje di look ke 2013 taye dana chana che na je anyok baje lu bo ga jen 2025 me chana na kana sir ka bo na ke kem ko de alti ka te bares wada danan wung wanu kan ka wonyam amar dien gwa semen go bina biken dongde kodar wo wonyam daga dang na rodin ge jere ka South Sudan go jang nuari ki ko to ra kini ko kina to wana meni mu dag do rodin wo je mo ke liu cha gwae so mu dag na rodin alo dorm be chonkor wade na me la create more problem more issues but how can we avoid this you the genu ne chinna chikarin bedak point kwar pankin chike kir janam dan de mal de je promote long instead of division there mal der je promote ko bi mal beben ce de ngane jankin no ken te kon gowna ken ke ci dakra Machar ku je mabo ce de ngane no wore ken te kon gowna ke de ke let fairly lo de ken do dial de ken gamat kel but ke mindset dan te ke kir ce gije no te mal ma de ben mim ma de ken te ko ken gor nyoti dial be ken non ka dora ka jeno ceru ke runi chok jandangro batel mi choro de lat so ne kontra wi ka South Sudan gor jeno bi garodin charno ke kel de ga de let kel so bi mal bakule ben ban moran charno gwanin jang ka gwanin wari no ke bi ma jega mo mi gije mo de let kara dien ciro riven killing la lat ke that's not the solution odi kwar ka normal kir alun rek Machar lor mala no ka aku je declare ka janke no mala titin and then ka wo rwandi je ko lagan galat ke queen wari ka bunwar buga rwandi ko lagan alat ku jan bugu to so mu na wo won yam no jang ko kala kwaro ke kan ne yam lokan ware kuma ka nakan ware da dorken la jakan de wukan ka wang man teken nakan gat ke kem koli nankan kum Uganda nankan goda din warten wukan ware naka lo kokkan chur to kwan lo naka kan na mo chamal che ibn ware wika South Sudan. First of all, they should remove Uganda People Defense Force from the land of South Sudan, because they have to stop attacking the Norway army. So they have to allow dialogue to come Norway army can dialogue key communities. So just do down with Malo Bengajem. Man move on with division, dividing tribe. So no more bakor baga nyodro wika winyam. Diodian Guasame Allah failure to implement the peace agreement. Do be dana shamal cha tanga jeno ba mal ba lat keje. Do be che je keje. Nyo de jeno tela mal me bititin. Allah 2018 peace agreement ma kana konlot a kuma kir me yadi, you know. A tell michro de lat kan agreement e chi kan promise kan las let so tela gwa bi mal be ben keje. No. A nyok len constitution ka a unification of forces la do dan de ne mar ke jama kan ko la ke teden nyu jeno be korba wo won yam chen me cha ne link jen paido ge dan me cha cantonment sai nyinga spila yo cha ka dak ko me kirmi yadit so na mo nyu jen won tama ti de indial te ka dak la ne ci kan ko kel so be mal be benede gor jeno be kan nyok mu ko kan gar yala kan ti diala tim nyok bu constitution be kan deal tu ko gwar so jen do dan be mal be ben ge so mo gor kan mal la talk to avoid all this thing point de kind of position bika male dan e chata la 2019 peace agreement be kana deal honor be kana deal lot ban mu te kan lut ne mene balari ngwanden gwaseme ngai kone liet kan ta danan kwa ga jega jere wika South Sudan an wo dong de jang economy ko balai stable ke bajere aleka ano kuma jatin la ko ko je kala da yo tanken re jem ken so na me ngum benong community ko ken be kana guje no cha ka lok cha ka paljor you know ko kum we ko benefit ne rode pel ne ko la civilian na men jaga ne ko ken ko biga te med bok ko biga ko be keneter so man di jenen me yu det ka ki oil mi cha ka je gor jeno de ka da ka per de char de ka lat do hospital de ka lat no de dul go de ka lat de everything ten kon de lat la te la community service ten de lat de kan ga de lat but mu kan ka wiya jek biga la na ga jem ne ken biga jang na ko ra ka wo woniam didian gwasame Maradian ala deni ke local arms chetke ne de kola civilian tin ka match wona ka kan local defense force gore gen wona na ala SSPD they have to avoid or stop attacking the Y army na memenya chicken ga bewiya gore no be kan ka mark special chain no Y army tela kan ka mek no ko no Y army tigatin men din ka Y army katin la jeng Y army katin re dorken so they have to avoid attacking them they should listen to their call de ka right ka dia lo ko right now la SSP de na ka be ka bom michika laro no chinai na chinai lok be kanu na me kume michina ga cheka linga kume di wana kume miling ne ga ba ko cholo no na mo kume ban mu te chika na guje gwana wona me kume mede ne ka ling so na mo no longer chele la kume so to avoid danger point ana ka cha force ana cheka jugo no kwa surrender chika nwerka jugo no kwa surrender no aka tije no ngume de lat mi cha jogo no woja rodu no ngene akla na mo ko very easy thing but ti dial to use kir ma yadi de kodi bala kwar ala intimidation can forcing people na mo chikalet aka country mitiga democracy ke country mi gor peace so mi gor bi malbere tin man go hamata jor gor jeno bi kana de la avoid mi shirkana meno kep kana ka bom nyando ba dan bi civil war bro kap chonga je men jok daka Machar woda ka trial and wale ka chen dang ro dio ko me ka pai bangwan ron kin dang ro jen dang ro di diech no nyu de go mu wa je la de jek then be kori be ka mat e we ka South Sudan so the way we can avoid ka je mission me ka gormal ala transparent ala fair ko be kan de ala content be South Sudan be kan nyam no be kan kula lat well in summary here let me tell you this. In summary, the United Nations is closely monitoring the trial of Dr. Machar. The world is watching to see if justice will truly be fair or if it will be used as a political weapon. The Norway army far from being aggressor, are protecting their people from attack and displacement. Faidanja could take South Sudan back to civil war. Unfair trial, ethnic division, failed peace promises, fighting over oil, and government attack on local defense group. But all of these danger can be avoided through fairness, unity, implementation of peace, fair sharing of resources, and real dialogue with communities. This Changfied YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and leave your opinion in the comment. What do you think about the trial of Dr. Machar, and what must be done to make sure South Sudan never return to war? Thank you for watching, and may peace prevail in South Sudan. Thank you. Bye-bye.